Hi friends, we are back with another video. As you can see by the title of the video and the attire, we are going to be talking about movement and all things working out. Not to say I'm any professional in it. I get a lot of questions on how to stay consistent with your movement, and to be honest, I'm not perfect at it, and nor do I think we ever should be perfect. Where would the challenges be in that? So, some ways that when I began my movement journey, I for some reason felt so intimidated about even beginning. And I want to just clear the air by saying that that's okay. And movement and working out and just the physical act of taking time to literally move your body can be a really hard step for some people, and I'm completely acknowledging that. It is really hard mentally to get yourself to a place to get intimate with your body, actually see your body moving and breathing and beating and sweating. And the reaction from movement can actually be hard to swallow if it's comparing yourself to other people and how their reaction to movement is. If they're smiling and glowing versus out of breath and whatever, then that could be really heartbreaking and maybe even a little bit discouraging to even keep going. But the most beautiful part about movement is actually just the fact that we're all so different, and not every body, like physical form, was actually created the same. We are different. We have different bodies, we have different vessels and way of movement, we have different forms of, just like diet, not everyone eats the same. It's the same thing with movement. We have to treat our body accordingly into the way it functions best. Especially outside of school, if you're in school, you're automatically a part of a physical environment where you have physical activity in reach. High school and middle school and all the other grade schools, you are automatically put into physical education. So you don't actually grow a relationship with your body until after school, which is actually a little disappointing with the school systems, as we're not just mindlessly moving our body to gain flexibility. It's not about that at all. I don't know why those tests were put into place, and if you pass those tests and you have a small BMI or whatever the heck it is, that's supposed to mean that you're healthy. I feel like that's extremely detrimental to our body image as we get older, and I think that there's a lot to say about how we treat ourselves as an adult and what we actually know as an adult on how to treat our bodies and what to not expect and judge our bodies for doing or not doing. The fact that we don't learn this in school or in a workplace to develop a sense of gentleness and open ear for our bodies and always leaving space for growth and transformation and challenge, it's kind of sad. I think that there's not really too much to say on it except for let's develop a relationship now. The main points that drove me away from physical activity of any form was the term. So the terminology was like so intimidating, to work out. So then I just changed it to movement, where it was more of a spiritual practice versus something to just do. And I think that really helped me. I loosened the term of what movement and like physical exercise actually held for me. I didn't need to work out with a certain template or format. It was very free-flowing, and I think I really enjoyed that because then I was able to build a closer relationship to what my capabilities were. I dedicated time and space for my physical body to move, and that's what exercise is. The second thing that was really hard for me to get by, I guess, that I've slowly grown into a more comfortable place with, is actually exercise clothes. For some reason I thought I had to have the right sports bra, the right leggings, the right tennis shoes, the right headband, the right headphones. And not that I actually got any of it, but you know, over time I realized it doesn't matter what you're wearing. You can just wear whatever you feel comfortable wearing in the moment, to just move, to just be. Dedicate a certain t-shirt and a certain pair of shorts or a certain sweatpants or whatever. Put it aside to get stinky, get sweaty, get stains on it. Like, just don't care. Just like if you would if you're gonna paint a painting or paint a house or something messy, you have dedicated clothes that you don't really care about, that you would, you know, be able to fully focus on those activities versus on what you're wearing. I also think that it doesn't need to be this form-fitting thing. Like, you don't already need to be muscular. You don't need to be a certain form to work out. I don't think, the third thing was like, I always need to feel good when I work out. I always need to feel like, if you're not feeling your most muscular, but you still are working out, that's okay. No one ever talks about this. I don't know why. At least I've never heard about it. You know, when I work out, when I am moving, I'm not, like, I'll put on the baggiest t-shirt. I actually will feel really uncomfortable in a sports bra most of the time, and I don't ever usually take off my clothes when I am working out, because, you know, I'm still getting used to the fact that, like, our body expands as we heat up, as we start sweating. Our muscles will start shaking, we'll start dripping sweat from certain areas. Maybe redness will occur. We have to get to know our bodies in this other form of movement, and that's okay. And all of this is very beautiful, but those are the three things I really needed to touch on, is that you don't need to call it movement, you don't need to call it working out, you just be with yourself. That's it. Release the term, release the judgment, keep the presence within yourself, and don't ever compare yourself to anybody else that is. If you're ready to move one day and you're not ready the next day, just listen. You have the magic within to do as you please and move with intuition and intention. Second thing, don't wear clothes that don't make you feel good. And you don't need to have expensive clothing or fancy clothing. Yes, sometimes if it makes you feel really good about your body and about being present and moving and it gets you excited, because I have had that feeling too, get them. Like, do what you want to get to that point of total presence. And the third thing, you don't need to always feel like in your physical prime to pay mind to your body. Your body is still there. That one day that you didn't feel good about it, it's still there with you. It's there always supporting you. So the least we can do is just return the favor by a little bit of movement, a little bit of attention, a little bit of love, whether that's stretching or a flow or a little walk around the block. Literally 1 or 2 minutes of just dancing. I swear this changes everything, not just your physical body, but your hormones, your mood, the way that you talk to other people, just the subconscious tension that's weighing on your brain can finally be released. I don't know if this helped you guys, but felt the need to talk about it. So I hope this helps you today. This was like a super little quick video on being more present in your physical body and the ways that you can release stereotypes in exercise. So now that we just discussed so much about all of the clouded judgment that can be placed on your physical form and moving your physical form, let's release judgment from all physical form, forgiving past thoughts and past perspectives, and now we're able to embrace the fullness of ourselves in our most present form. Is to sit with me here. If you can, cross your legs or just sit however you can. I'm gonna have you close your eyes. It's not a meditation, it's just an exercise. So close your eyes here. And you're just gonna listen to your breath for a few moments. You don't have to change your breath, just keep the pace as it is. Okay, and then I want you to take your right hand and place it over your heart and just see if you can feel your heartbeat. We're going to take a very deep breath, and you're going to exhale. Did anything change in your heart? Take note of how you're feeling, what you're listening to. With your eyes closed, what are you feeling? What does this space hold for you right now? We are going to place both hands over your heart, and we're going to say some affirmations. So you can repeat after me. I am so grateful for the vessel I exist in. My body is my home. I love my body just the way it has shown up for me today. I am so proud of who I am. I am deserving of a healthy relationship with my body. I love communicating love to my body. You feel free to add in your own affirmations here, whatever resonates with you, but we're going to loosen our hands and we're going to just place them gently in the palms of each other and just flutter your eyes open. I hope this brought a sense of presence, maybe emotion, maybe a feeling that was hard to grasp, but now it's here. I hope on your next movement journey, whatever that looks like for you, either after this video, tomorrow, or the next day, that you take some of this love and opportunity to release external sources and return home to yourself. Thank you for joining me. I'm so grateful to have you and share this beautiful space with you. I am forever grateful to open new gates of conversation and openness. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me today.